What's up, you guys? My name is Hutch. I make videos and put them on the internet. And let's try something new today. I'm going to show you guys a new kind of game. One of the cool things about being a YouTuber slash streamer and going to conferences like E3 is you pick up campaigns for games that you probably never would have normally played. So full disclaimer, this is a paid advertisement. I was paid to promote this game, to publicize this game. I was not paid to say that I loved this game. And I am allowed to tell you exactly how I feel about it, very honestly. Now, some campaigns can be kind of tricky because you haven't even played the game yet, and you sort of have to, you're at the mercy of the studio. You have to place your faith in the studio that they wouldn't make a bad game. The studio that made this game, by the way, which is called Brigade, is Rebellion, and they are responsible for the Sniper Elite series, which a lot of my friends really love. So what made this campaign even trickier is that I went down to their booth at E3 to play two different games, actually. The first game I captured footage for, but the audio didn't capture. So you're just seeing footage from this game. In this game, they didn't tell me what it was. They said, we're not going to announce anything until E3, so it's a total mystery. So it was, yeah, it's kind of like rolling the dice, because if I showed up and the game was awful, then all of a sudden I have to find some kind of creative way to make an interesting or funny video or something like that. But I didn't have that problem, because this game was a lot of fun. Alright, so the basic gist of the game is that you play 1 to 4 players. It's a third-person adventure horde mode type game, and you basically you're a part of a team of explorers that goes to different sections of the British Empire, discovering ancient civilizations that rise from the dead, and then you basically just got to defeat them all. But the game itself, what makes it fun and interesting is that it feels very arcadey and that it works. It's not a very gritty game. And so, for example, when you go on a kill streak, if you get a kill, all of a sudden your gun maybe is going to start doing more damage, and it's going to have a faster, higher rate. So the more creatures and critters and whatnot that you kill, the more your character sort of levels up in real time. On top of that, you can find different bonuses and power-ups kind of scattered across the map. You can also find traps that you can use, so you can sort of use your own creative intuition when it comes to figuring out ways to take out a lot of them at once. And it's fun. It's just kind of a lot of fun. A large part of that fun came from figuring out the puzzles too, because on top of the fact that it's an action-adventure game, it's also a puzzle game. So it's not just a matter of going from point A to point B, fight undead at point B, go to point C, fight undead at point C, rinse and repeat. You have to figure out how to get from point A to point B. Sometimes that means activating a rune or shooting some kind of an artifact above a door. And then you have to go. You basically have to figure out, okay, I got to go through that door to get to that thing, and then I got to get from that thing to this thing, and you're doing that all while in the middle of like this giant fight. There's like 50 to 100 undead chasing you around while you're trying to do it. And it made it kind of frantic, and it made it really fun. It was like stressful, but the good kind of stressful. So this game does not have a release date yet. I don't have that information, but what I do have is a link for you guys to click in the description of this video if you want to learn more about this game. And I imagine if you click that link at a later date, they will have updated it with the release date when they announce that. So yeah, that's my first impressions, my preview of Brigade. At the end of this video here, I just want to throw a plug out there. They didn't ask me to do this. It's not in the contract. But I do want to throw a plug out there for Sniper Elite 4. I did a campaign with them for that game a couple months ago. Funny story about that. I uploaded the video for that. It got decent views the first day, and then I accidentally deleted it. It's the first time I ever did that. Imagine my horror being paid to promote a game and then deleting the video that you were just paid for. It sucked. I'm an idiot, basically. But I do want to throw a plug out there for that game. The Sniper Elite series is a lot of fun. And it was basically the reason why I agreed to do this video without even having played the game yet, because I had faith in the studio purely based on that game. It's kind of a cult classic at this point. It has a small dedicated, or not a small, it's got a real rabid dedicated following of players that love that game. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you should. The studio has made some really good stuff before. And yeah, that concludes my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, click the link in the description if you guys want more information about this game, and you guys have a good day.